and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Holiday
Radiant
Season
team
25 Mini. Hey, we're taking a look at Team Winkx taking on Team Wilddaddy. They're the first guys I
10
faced, and
remaining.
we lost in a squeaker. It was very sad, and I cried
5
all
seconds
night
remaining.
because of it. Let's see what happens this time. Why are we watching this at 1x speed? Got a lot of games tonight, you know. That's not really true anymore. This is the last game for tonight, but, you know, sake of argument.
Dire team back. Dire team back.
And the Furion. Winkx Advanced Techies.
back.
Dazzle.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Got a second stand-in as well. Since the game we played with him. Really, honestly, what annoyed me about that is that I did a very long, detailed write-up about the Wilddaddy team, and then he got a stand-in that also
5
changed their
seconds.
lane structure. So I don't think he runs the pause one only player that was out mid.
10 seconds remaining.
Or 3 as it were.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team. Dire team.
I mean, he got us. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my
Radiant
god, they
team.
did the first pick Medusa. And Winkx just responded by picking like the big stupid bullshit hero of this patch. What do you know?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
No D.
10 seconds remaining.
It's kind of unfortunate for Wilddaddy.
5
The
seconds remaining.
the Axe banned out is one of the more
Dire
effective
team
counters to
back.
jug in the pool.
Dire team pick. Radiant team.
Shadow Demon is a nasty, nasty little creature for old Medusa to be running into, and also has a pretty good
10
save for the
seconds
jug in that
remaining.
rare situation
5
where
seconds
he's
remaining.
yeah, take first pick, ban Medusa counters and steal it. Yeah, it's true. The only downside is one of the Medusa counters they got rid of is also a nice jug counter. Though it would have been nice this game with a Shadow Demon there. That Shadow Demon is nasty business. I foresee that's going to be a big
10
problem for
seconds
them.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Both because it's, again, like I said, not something that Medusa really wants to play into, but also, maybe just as much, most things that you want to use to get rid of the jug are bad into the
Dire
Shadow
team
Demon.
pick.
Basically all that's left is like the Meepo. Putting up the Dark Willow, just a
10 seconds remaining.
safe support.
5
Good
seconds
hand type.
remaining.
Jack coming up. Another just very safe support. It's not going to go wrong.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They had 10 seconds reserved for the rest of the draft. That's true, they did. They ran that clock.
Radiant team.
We'll do it.
Pango's an interesting pickup here. Hard to see exactly how it's
seconds
going to go
remaining.
from this juncture.
5 seconds remaining.
Good Diffie builder, though. Throws a bunch of Diffie
Radiant
blades
team
at Medusa. I hate that. What the hell? Why couldn't he pick like that to me? Jesus Christ. Alright, picks up
10
another
seconds
hero that
remaining.
struggles against the
5
Shadow Demon,
seconds
and the
remaining.
Pango is going to mostly roll over. The
Dire
Clinks can sit
team
on the
back.
Pango if he
Dire
gets
team
ahead,
back.
but he has to be ahead. If the Pango gets ahead of the
Radiant
Clinks,
team
the
back.
Clinks falls behind, it's going to be pretty bad for him.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
But also, basically, I mean, it's not like you weren't going to do that with a Jug on the team, but basically change them to Orchid as well. It's... I know, I saw that. I'm not going to do it.
10 seconds
Even if I
remaining.
didn't know the outcome, and I think a cast where I know how the game went is pointless anyway. But even if that wasn't the case, that was just a long, boring game that ended on one throw.
10 seconds remaining.
Like, does anybody want to
5
sit there and
seconds
watch a
remaining.
match where, like, we lose 2 lanes of racks, then just do nothing for 30 minutes, and then they just find the gyro once and it's over? Do you really want to watch that match? Because I sure don't want to do that. It wasn't even fun playing that match. It's certainly not going to be fun casting it. So no, yeah, I already specified in OP I wouldn't be doing that anyway.
Choose your hero.
It's true. Something like that anyway. It's okay, all you have to do is just play a regular season, and I'm sure there's gonna be like 4 matches where I'm dying by the end of it. Where the siren song of the 4x speed button is calling out to me. You know, I know it's very late to be lodging this particular... I don't even want to say complaint, more observation, but like... Wasn't the whole joke about Snapfire that it's just like an old grandma, that it's an old grandma who shoots you?
Can't improve
What's
until you
even the
make
point
mistakes.
of time zone's too fucked up for a regular season? The time does not change in the games. If anything, it gets easier because instead of best of 3s, it's best of 2s mostly. But anyway. Not even best of 2, just 2-2. I guess these aren't best of 3 either, but the point is, instead of 3 matches, you play 2, so it does not change in a regular season.
I came a long way to see you die.
True.
Total sponage.
Interesting.
Learn from your mistakes.
Looks
30
like,
seconds to battle.
big loaded up before the starting gun.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Speed here.
10 weeks.
Смело.
7 weeks group stages, 3 weeks playoffs. So I guess if you have like
Begins.
intermittent, if you get like 3 weeks where you can make it and then 4 weeks where you can't, you're Blue Jay a couple of seasons ago.
We humbly accept this offering.
It was crazy. The guy, it was when he was with the heroin team. I think he made 2 weeks the whole season. It was awesome. He missed finals, which really wasn't good. Anyway, let's just go quickly down the line here because we already called one of these teams, but. On the Wilddaddy lineup, standing in the pool, we have Lieutenant Nest Knight. On the Medusa, pause 1, pause 2, count the team Wilddaddy and the Clinks. Pause 3, you've got Austria-Hungary. On the Slardar, standing in for,
To see you die.
oh, what's his name? Standing in for the fellow who we haven't seen who's like a London friend. Pause 4, you've got on the Snapfire was pause 5 when we played them. And pause 5, you've got Little Cheems on the Dark Willow. I don't think it's the name he goes by on the side, but you know how it goes. Yeah, it's different. It's different for a mini than a regular season. So if you're intermittent, if it's like you can make some links you can't make others, then yeah, probably for the best. But if it's just a time thing, the time is fixed. And Chuck Breeze on flanks to get the job done. Actually, another funny thing about our game 1 was that Matt's Discord was fucked during drafting game 1 when he ended up on a hero he literally doesn't know how to play. Wang delivers. Please. Please, we call him the Wong. Winkx very low here, but the outflank can't quite make it. Blood Grenade comes out, but it's too late at this point, unfortunately. Jug puts up that healing ward, is already halfway back. Sorry about the brief silence there. My throat is it's doing awesome, if you're wondering. Dusty tips the Dark Willow. I didn't call the Dire. Okay, let's go quickly. Pause 1, Captain Winkx on the Juggernaut. Pause 2, Charlie Wang on the DK. Pause 3 is Dusty on the Pango. Pause 4, Zero on the SD. Pause 5, Chicago Bears playing Jack Hero in the top lane there. That was interesting. Apparently Merlin is Zero's wife. I always thought Merlin was like a, you know, man. I thought he was like an old dude in a wizard hat. And there's Merlini, but I'm pretty confident that is a man too. Honestly. I mean, maybe things change, I guess.
But... Are you ready to have some fun?
Are you ready to have some fun? Merlin is the character on your profile. I don't see no pointy wizard hat nowhere. Nice mini profile. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. I don't see no pointy wizard hat nowhere. I don't know if that's really Merlin. I think he might be getting hoodwinked here. I don't mean the hero. Or the movie. The CG movie where all the models look like they're made of mashed potatoes.
Beats faster.
There's a very low mana here. He's getting hit pretty hard. Just gonna make it. Ooh, just barely gonna make it out here. Dusty's also gonna run out of gas on the Pangolier, but I mean, you make it bad to stay in the lane for both the cores. The winner is the free. Jug, really not getting any last hits up here at top. Is down, compared to everybody else, is down 15 last hits compared to Slardar. They got this armor break thing happening again, almost. They got two parts of it on the Radiant and one part of it on the Dire. So they almost cumulatively have this armor break thing. Both carries, yeah. Yeah, Dusa was doing alright at the very least, but it's starting to fall here. Got the root on Dusty there. Got a second root on Dusty there. Might get the kill, okay. A lot of regen on Medusa here. That shield rune, or that shield crash, rather, is such an annoying thing to get through. Dusty, no, I don't know if you care about Pangolier. I kind of doubt you. What if you do? I hope you're ready for next patch where they totally get rid of the thing where if you're shielded, the damage you take doesn't stop Blink Dagger.
Radiant's bottom tower
Oh
is
my
under
god,
attack.
another Estes. That is exactly the doofy change that they would do to get this guy out of the meta where they clearly don't want him to be.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Wilddaddy sneaks the wisdom.
Sympathies.
Yep. And then sneaks
Radiant's middle
an
tower
attempt
is
on
under attack.
Shadow Demon's life.
Radiant structures
While he's
are
here.
fortified.
Where's Dusty in the chat? Good question. Got muted after last game. Behavior score too low.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
Oh, Winkx is out having a wonderful time. Chuck takes out the T1 mid. Has a little fight with Slardar. That does not go Slardar's way. Even though Slardar's doing well in the lane, this is a major gong show at mid. Chuck 2-1 against the Clinks and got a kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ooh. Bangalore getting hit on the back of the head by the Medusa snake. Shadow Demon
Dire's
getting
bottom tower
pushed around behind T2s. They're bringing in Jakiro to try and deal with this. Well, that he is in a pretty compromising spot. Just uses the ult to get out of there instantly. Wait. Wowza, 2 Falcon Blades. Gee, Wilddaddy, how come your mom lets you have 2 Falcon Blades?
No, just no.
Chuck is now down bot, has the Blink Dagger queued, almost ready to go already. We're looking at the net worth chart, even though it's 8 minutes. He has 1,000 gold lead on everybody else. Yeah, this is just a complete stomp out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Makes me pissed off that we didn't get mad on a
Radiant
hero we could actually
structures are
play in our
fortified.
goddamn game. Like, come on now. Oh well.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's
T1 bot,
bottom tower
gonna
is
take a
under
quick
attack.
spill to follow.
Dire's top tower is under
Dire, T1 going down in response.
attack. Dire's top tower has
More or
fallen.
less the same time. Everybody
Dire's
on the
middle
Dire
tower
is
is under
smoking up and
attack.
going through this portal here. They realize they've hit Wilddaddy just a little late. They do get him in the end. Link's very dead here. Just tries to get a desperation kill on Jakiro, but doesn't quite make it. Then gets tipped.
Oh, thank you. Смело. Бесполезно, но смело.
The dog says. Fart, fart.
Damn.
Igual no vas a ganar, papito lindo.
Damn. You can't say you won't win anyway, dear daddy, if you're on Wilddaddy's team. That's like a self-burn.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This makes
Just
absolutely
drop
no
the
sense.
whole world on Dusty Mid. Drop the artillery, drop everything. We're trying to follow it up on Jakiro top. They do get the job done up here. Chug is running in with dreams of destroying 2 people with the Omni Slash. And the dream comes true. A little bit of hesitation there, it felt like, but not too much. That's not good. Not good at all for the Wilddaddy lineup. their T1 top, and maybe Snapfire. Oh no, Shuck actually looks pretty vulnerable right now, but nope, never mind. Dusty on the back line. Oh, well timed ult there. Is going to dodge the Fear Bomb from the Dark Willow, and probably directly lead to her own death. And Clinks is also nice.
Bounty.
Radiant's top tower
This
is
is
under
feeling
attack.
real bad. They're just like killing people behind T2 at 12 minutes. Against a Deuce lineup, like, you know, we were talking earlier about one of the other games. They were trying to sideline the Deuce on the Winkx team. They were trying to sideline the Deuce before she got active, and this time it's like actually happening. You know, this time in the Winkx Deuce game, he was like where the Dragon Knight is now. Fake DKs. At very least, Radiant has some D-push with the spooky skeletons. What's that? Elder Dragon form has still got quite some time left on the clock. It's not running out for a while still. Got himself a Diffie. Nope, the Pango does not quite have Diffie yet, but it's very close. Just 200 gold, 300 gold really. Who's counting? Slard has a Midas, nice. Wilddaddy walks into Shadow Demon, walks away, walks into Shadow Demon, walks away. Has decided he won't be going for this today. He's just recon here, that's what it really is. He's just like, literally just walking around, just keeping vision on Dusty, just keeping vision on all these guys while there's no vision on this side of the map. Pops the vision on the Jakiro, no dice, really, nothing comes out of it. They drop everything on the Pangolier, gets saved by the Shadow Demon in the middle of the ult, funnily enough. Playing it really risky, which is to say dead.
Is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Jug just snipes the Wisdom top. Basically been freeforming this whole time, and he's not where the DK is, but also DK is 3-0-3, and had, like, the freest lane in the world, so it's not really a fair comparison. Sardar is, climbing up there with that Midas. Wilddaddy feels very behind. He's been looking for a lot of fights he's not winning. Is really the issue where Wilddaddy is standing right now. Like, Wilddaddy is searching for these big fights and is not winning them. And he's not really hitting creeps or hitting objectives or anything. He's not trying to snipe like supports on the side. He's just trying to pick like big team fights to no avail, and it is costing him money.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Jug,
attack.
Battle Fury. Yeah, I should come in next. 15 minutes isn't awesome to see that, but it's a hell of a lot better than what Deuce has got going on, which is the 15-minute nothing. Dire ganks out the Snapfire in the middle of the jungle here. He is looking to move on T2 bot. Likely to take it. Snapfire still a very big part of this team's team fights.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Surprised not to see an offensive glyph come out there. Again, not a super. Especially when you do have Clink just battering the tower. Like, you got the glyph now, but not when you have the catapult, you know?
Radiant's bottom tower has
Doesn't really matter. Healing Ward just gets everybody back to full, undoes all the damage they took, and they kind of found Slardar, but didn't quite get him in time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Winkx has almost killed this
Radiant's
T2 top.
bottom tower
Everybody
is under
TP's
attack.
here for him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just over deny range, frustratingly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Honestly, the funniest thing to do in that scenario would have been when Klink's TP's away, just stop the TP. And if he stops, the person who is TPing behind you gets to kill him now. DK looking at the BKB.
We rely not upon fortune.
Stalk
Radiant's
the
top tower
Panko
is
getting
under
stalked by
attack.
Slardar here. Slardar wants to make a move. Does
Dire's
not
bottom
realize
tower
it's
is under
everybody
attack.
on Dire, not just one guy. Got a haste rune on the DK. Looking at Dark Willow here. Dark Willow Fear Bomb hits really nobody. Snapfire Artillery drops to try and break things up. It doesn't get anything done.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
DK versus Slardar round 2. Up DK versus Klink Slardar. This is actually really bad. Nobody was in position to help the DK, and he just kind of flopped there. The Radiant are going to try and press their advantage here. That's a really good Magnifier by Jack. I'm going to save his life, but it looks really cool. And that's the important thing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What is happening? Juggler's just going down in front. This is crazy talk from Slardar. You cannot do that, my friend.
There's a fine line between bravely and stupidity.
There is a fine line. Wilddaddy at it again. Looking for very impossible looking kills here behind towers. Not gonna get him. Dusa gets a Manta style here. First real item for Dusa comes out nearly just in the shadow,
Radiant's
20
middle
minutes.
tower
It was
is under
kinda
attack.
rough. And going for the shard, wants to roll up, curl up into a ball, and pretend nothing bad is
Radiant's
happening.
middle tower is under attack.
I mean, I think we all do a little. I just, you know, just for me, I can do it for free. I don't need a fancy item to do that. Aether Lens coming up on the Shadow Demon. Big shock, I know. It's breaking
Radiant
headline
are
news.
scanning.
Anti-style nearly done on the Jug.
Radiant are scanning.
Jug got 2 items in the time Medusa got 1, and one of those 2 items is the same item Medusa got. He is really pulling ahead of her here. And the really sad thing is that other people on the Dire are still rich. Medusa's the only
Dire's
one doing
middle
any
tower
good
is
on
under
Radiant.
attack.
I guess not any good, but you know, their mid is 1,000 bucks below her. Ain't great. They were trying to be scary at the Jug down here. Mid didn't drop too much on him and just kind of split quick.
Dire
Smart thing to
are
do.
scanning.
Oh, they almost caught somebody TPing out there. Not quite. Casual pick on the Pangolier here. It's those mimosas. Jug is hungry. This man wants to Omni Slash this little guy, and he's not letting anyone say no. Thinks better of it. Artillery strike comes in. Hammers Jakiro a little bit. Doesn't quite get the job done. Everybody just kind of gets back. This is a very, very nothingy game. This is kind of like the game we had against Wilddaddy. It's like both sides kind of doing nothing a lot. Wilddaddy team very good at not fighting, I think.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
When it's beneficial, when it's not beneficial. In this case, probably beneficial. Dusty hates fake Medusa.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Dire mid T1 finally goes down here. Top T2 is pretty low. Somebody actually committed to that on Dire. Would have gone down pretty clean, or on Radiant would have gone down pretty cleanly there, though they did not know where the Dire was, so it's reasonable they didn't want to do that.
Dire's middle tower is under
BKB DK is going right to Roche.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Sports on the Radiant may run into no.
Dire's bottom
There's
tower
going to be
is
some
under
long
attack.
Roche.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Kind of the issue. Clinks takes bot T1 during this time, and the top T2 falls the creeps during this time as well. But the job is still.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Jug takes the Aegis. And they get a looking towards mid T2.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dusty is being noisy.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Just has Diffy, no Lotus Orb. Going for that next. DK. Blink Diffy BKB.
Radiant's middle
Guy
tower
is
has
stacked for
fallen.
23 minutes. It's everything you could want in the world.
Radiant's middle
He's walking
tower
up to
is under
towers like
attack.
he's carrying the Aegis.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Artillery comes in to put this push off at least one way they really need to put. Oh no, they didn't have the dispersion for the DK there. It's on cooldown. Aegis on Jug is used basically immediately. He counters with an immediate Omni Slash. Doesn't really accomplish anything. He tries to get gone. Doesn't make it. Shadow Demon gets
Dire's
1,000 arrows hurled at him. Yukiro almost TPs. You hear the TP finishing sound, and then he gets stunned. That sucks. 4-0, only DK survives. Gold advantage now held by the Radiant. Is a little worrying.
Kishi kishi meow meow, kishi kishi meow meow meow.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
Shoutouts
middle
to
tower
Papito
has
Lindo.
fallen.
It is notable, of course, they have not exceeded the Hannah Midas's cost as far as their gold upside on the Radiant. Until they do that, they're not really ahead per se, but it is notable the Pango has kind of fallen off the face of the world here. Is behind the Medusa, who has been lagging all game. If another fight goes south for the Dire, you could definitely see Pango falling into the support line. If Pango falls in the support line, it's going to be bad. I mentioned earlier, you know, the Clinks is good if it's ahead of the Pango. It's going to struggle to do anything to a Pango that's ahead of them. They're dropping, the support line is dropping everything on the Clinks here. Clinks turns around, throws a Burning Barrage, loses the fight. Clinks actually just lost the 2 supports. At the very least, that he got most of the tower. If they lose this, it's in deny range. They're out of outers, so you know there's that. But ouch! All that momentum, all that momentum, it just feels like it just fell right out of their pocket. Oh,
Radiant's top tower
just had
is
to
under
ban
attack.
somebody. Message didn't even show up, but you know, you can buy cheap Twitch viewers or whatever.
Regeneration.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They just took out, with the artillery strike, they got rid of the Shadow Demon up here, with a lot of ordnance drop on one guy. Gonna take out the Jakiro next. 2k net worth advantage for the Radiant now. DK behind the line has a Dragon Lance. Again, going for Arcane Pike here. Smells something
Dire's
bad is
bottom
about to
tower
happen to him
has
and gets
been
right the
denied.
hell out of town.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant scan out triangle, find nobody. Jug finally denies his T2 bot that had nothing on it. Deuce gets Butterfly here. Deuce is now in second place, is getting really close to first, which is pretty scary. 3k net worth for Radiant. There you go, still looking at Lotus Orb. Slardar has himself an axe, got that really quickly. Slardar using illusions to take the wards here, which is funny. Winkx Deso has 6 charges. As we saw last life, he's got that Burning Barrage. Dire are trying to push creeps out to the T3 bot, but Deuce is able to just farm off of that. Fake Slardars are hounding Jakiro. Probably Shadow Demon using those Slardar illusions, actually, but you know how it goes. Jug's actually now taking first place, which is kind of funny here. And is going to drop a very casual Omni Slash on Slardar. Whoa! Selflessly glimmers him and takes Omni Slash for himself. Does actually get it off of him. Which still causes a death, but very good little play by Ro there. This is this kind of game right now. Shadow Demon hates double damage runes. Everybody is just hitting creeps. Not actually even seeing the DK BKB be used yet.
几时几时喵喵，几时几时喵喵喵。
Everybody is bored and just hitting their voice lines. Just everybody, the whole world's hitting creeps. Which again, would be nominally good for the Radiant, who has a Midas and has a Medusa, but they're just not quite hitting the creeps as fast. Radiant keeps looking for these kill opportunities, they're not actually
Radiant
getting.
are scanning.
Chug is just swing-gated out here. Tormentor falls down,
Dire's
goes to
middle
the
tower
Dire.
is under
Charlie
attack.
Wang gets himself a nice fireball. And gets Hurricane Pike. DK built BKB and has taken so long to use it, he built another entire big ticket
Dire's
item
bottom
before he
tower
used
is
the
under
9-second BKB. That's how slow this game is. Again, it should nominally favor the Radiant, but again, they're just trying to take unrealistic objectives and falling more
Dire's bottom
behind.
tower is under attack.
The status quo has really not changed much in a very long time. Now, Dire are the ones looking for nobody, looking for ghosts. But 3 people of the Radiant are hitting the exact same creep wave. Dire going for Roche. Charlie Wang has decided something's gotta happen. Roche is gonna roar. Everybody knows it's coming. Radiant is going. Artillery strike in the pit. Fear bomb in the pit is huge. Slardark legally kills Roche, but DK ends up with the Aegis. Slardark falls very quickly to follow, but he wishes he had that. Slardar and the Aegis just lost there. And the Dark Willow as well. Can't forget the Dark Willow. That's not especially awesome for the Radiant, who now have to defend high ground against Aegis BK, who did at least finally use the 9-second BKB. Of course, they do still have very good deep push, so this is going to be very boring. In fact, yeah, Dire is not even going to take this. The 2 guys are going to come back up. They're going to find Wilddaddy. And he is going to get hit by 2 different bits of dust and go down. Pretty big kill. You can imagine if he had BKB all he wants.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Pete here.
Dusa gets the Eye of Scotty. Kiro has an axe, which is pretty big, is going to get annihilated by the Slardar, who's going to use his, looks really fast when it's on higher speed. The other Dire Core has cut off his retreat, and he's down again. Gets his BKB upon his death, but he's going to be down for a minute.
Radiant's top tower
Radiant
is under
lose top
attack.
D2. That's the last outer in the entire game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
They still have
are
Aegis for
fortified.
2 minutes on the DK Fear Bomb. Oh man, a lot of damage on the Juggernaut. Nicely saved by the Q from the Shadow Demon. Juggled, and Ags murders the Dusa, who does not have buyback. All kinds of little ads are in this base firing away.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, this happens. Dire lose their bot range racks and creeps, almost actually lose the melee. So they actually, on that push, they actually lost more objectives. I smell a rat. They actually lost more objectives than they took there.
Dire are scanning.
Well, with Clink's experiencing sudden exploding heart syndrome, crap problem solved.
Radiant's middle tower.
T3 mid is going to go down.
Has fallen.
Radiant at this point will even have one T3.
Tower.
Winkx is holding the buyback. Going to pop in here at the moment the Aegis expires. They're going to try and drop the artillery on Juggernaut again, but this time without the Fear Bomb, it doesn't work quite as well, and they're able to take, in the distraction, the mid-racks. Slardar looking at Jakiro. Is going to get Swift Slashed by the Juggernaut. Does not want to commit to the full Omni Slash here. Medusa has just walked out in front of everybody, which is really quite unfortunate. Luckily, at the very least, somebody had a very timely Yule Scepter here. Who was that? That Willow, yeah. That Willow Yule Scepter not happening, that game was over at that moment. Wilddaddy team at the T4s.
Dire's top tower is under
And we go back to the slow siege while creeps hit top D3 for the Dire. Oh. Drug in on a Swift Slash here. Looks a little crazy. It's the Omni Slash in a field of illusions and heroes. Doesn't really do all that much damage. That player nearly dies, but doesn't quite go down. This tower has backdoor on it, which is kind of unfortunate. If they had done this at a time when they didn't have backdoor, kind of good. Oh man, Dusty just brought the pain to Dragon Knight. That's kind of unfortunate. That was, okay, that was not the full Omni, okay. You got Fear Bomb out on the Slardar. Well, not on the Slardar, on the DK. We go down pretty quickly. Austria-Hungary triple kill. This is a 5 for 2, I think? I think there are 2 buybacks. Am I crazy? No, it was just 5 for 1. 5 for 1. 1 buyback. The gold swing was still probably pretty big. Let's see, 1.6k. So the gold swing was about 5 grand still, even after the buy. Jack buys back, hits the sack. And Dire nearly get megged. Tanger comes out here. Gets Medusa. Dire do in fact get megged here. Taker's gonna go down, but Medusa's looking pretty bad. She's out of mana. DK's on her. Jug's able to get rid of her. She does that buy. Winkx is just in objective while this is going on. He's gonna go down too. That's his dieback actually. So the Dire are going to have 6. They're down to 6-second BKB on the DK. They're down a Jakiro buyback. Medusa does have the buy here. He's going to elect to use it as these two nearly jump into the fountain. Looking for an easy kill here. Jug with a big Omni Slash is going to get rid of the Slardar. Dusty in trouble here. Is going to go down behind the lines, but Medusa's very low. The DK comes in, but only kind of at the last second. Able to get the Dark Willow, the Snapfire. The Dark Willow immediately buys back. Snapfire has no such option. Fear Bomb hits 0. Jug just spins through. Medusa comes out, goes to jail, courtesy of the Shadow Demon. Immediately it becomes Medusas versus Medusas. Is Medusa just done with this game? That was a very crazy place to just kind of stand and fight. And at this point they're just going to ignore it and finish. Oh, went down to the wire for the Wilddaddy team. They did not come out on top this time, just barely. 3-0 for Winkx today. Jeez. Oi, 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 oi. What can I say? It was just a basically, it kind of reminds me of the patch right after that Medusa patch. It was pretty much, it felt like the Dusty team had a pretty good advantage early, then it was just a very long, boring, slow siege. They almost threw it all away a couple of times just on those Fear Bomb artillery combos that were doing a lot of damage to a lot of guys, a few unlucky Omni Slashes, but they managed to put it away in the end, making for a thoroughly unsatisfying game to watch. But at the very least, I mean, it was far from the worst I've ever seen. So there's still some cool moments, a lot of cool moments, some cool plays by the Slardar. Felt like the Medusa was a little, I don't know, felt a little out of step with the rest of the team, which I guess you can't be that surprised by. Felt like he was doing a little disproportionately bad early too, but maybe that was just a harder situation for her. The Pangolier got really sidelined, but it never really felt like they had an acceptable solution to the DK. Surprised to see nobody really going for any kind of break item here or anything, but blame Wilddaddy for ratting. True, that's what happened in our game too. It was going to go, except it actually worked on us because we dropped a rapier on the ground. But it was like 20 minutes of game, 30 minutes of rat, just constant rat, just constantly AH and Wilddaddy hitting sidelines. Anyway. That was that. If you or somebody you know want to learn Dota 2 to casual or more competitive, go to LD2L.gg today. Follow the link to the Discord server, that's where all the action's happening. Thanks to all the subs, thanks for all the guest subs. Couldn't do it without you. Try to be here next Wednesday. I like having active chat more. I will shout out to the people who were here and were in chat, like, Zero Dusty, couple of Steam guys earlier. So shout outs to those guys. We will see you next week. Same time, same replays. Well, different replays.